from the 15. Back to pass, it's Sellers. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Slides away. He's going to run it.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
The ball is going to be downed at the 35. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Using his legs, it's Durham. Fighting off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line now.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass intercepted. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Sellers. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Offense in an empty set. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. And he hauls it in after 25. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name, like...
Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Going for the return. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick six after a drive like that, David he'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then
He is smashing people. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Back to the air one more time. Snagged on the outside is Anderson.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shit. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The Tigers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Looking for a huge play. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. Quick catch on third down. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Sellers. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set. First down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 24, South Carolina 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Durham. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Touch pass on the run. Off he goes. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To throw, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Throwing right. He's got it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
38, South Carolina, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.